Okay, we are live again, and we're back in Anthea. Got something for us?
I do. So what should have been sent to all of you and posted to the committee page, or about to be posted to the committee page, is draft 4.1. It includes the language that we just went through and edited in real time. The editors and I did not make any changes. We kept those A's. That was one of the things I wanted to talk to them about. The only thing that changed was motor vehicle will need to go into subdivision 4 as its definition slot. There already was something in subdivision 3. Don't want to inadvertently get rid of that definition. And then, not something we discussed, but I changed the effective date slightly. If you look at version 3.2 for the effective dates, the last one, the sort of and all other sections, because there were only like 2 of them, I actually had put in a description of them. Since there are now a few more, I just changed to all other sections shall take effect on July 1 of 2022. So no change in terms of the sections you've seen before. The new motor vehicle arbitration takes effect on passage. The total abstinence language about participants takes effect on passage. And then the total abstinence program changes takes effect on passage with that applicability language that we went through yesterday. So if the committee does not want these 2 new sections to take effect on July 1, 2022, then I should change this. If they do want it to take effect on July 1, 2022, this is the effective dates language that will do that.
Senator Kitchell, what's your thoughts?
Well, I think upon passage, I mean, we're trying to deal with current problems. And so I see it as trying to provide a more immediate remedy. So I would think upon passage rather than a delay to the beginning of the fiscal year. I don't see it as.
What's the consensus of the committee?
I agree with Senator Kitchell.
Okay, Senator Chittenden, I know you had some questions. Any?
Works for me.
Yeah,
You're
a
right.
prompt message is good, I think, as long unless DMV thinks there's some
Mike,
need extra time.
Anything you're concerned about?
No, I think that the abandoned vehicle section can be upon passage. We can do that.
Okay, I will change that quickly while we are all here.
While we're waiting, I went back and found the email from Anthea about the hazardous waste. And it was amended in 1994. And it went to House General Ways and Means Appropriations, Senate Gov Ops, Finance and Appropriations. So because it had to do with emergency management, it didn't go to transportation. I found your email, Anthea, that you sent back November 8th.
Yeah, and I had sent an abridged version of that email to the committee earlier today too, when I heard you reference it in your earlier testimony block.
Well, now I have the actual November response that you summarized.
You go back a long ways on that stuff. Huh? You dig it all up. You're good. Sure.
I know.
No
My
wonder you get
mind
paid-
is like a
you get paid-
junkyard.
no wonder you get paid more than we do. Yeah.
I don't get paid. When I was working on the pensions, I said, I don't think you could pay me enough to do this. And then I realized I wasn't getting paid at all. So
Dave Coates was on the radio yesterday morning saying that didn't solve the problem. Pensions.
well, his what he would propose is shifting all the risk to the employee. And so as long as you keep a plan where there's that shared risk, it doesn't accomplish that end. So I understand his, it's an ideological view around how to share risk.
Okay, where are we now?
Okay, I will put up this new language for you.
Okay, go right ahead.
Okay, so your effective dates language will now say this section in sections 1, new motor vehicle arbitration, current total abstinence program participants in section 3, and 8 and 9. Those are your 2 new sections, having the descriptor abandoned vehicles and the 2 statutory citations shall take effect on passage. And then for subsection C, it just is the sections on overweight permits and purchase and use tax, and those will take effect on July 1 of 2022. And
Anthea,
yellow is new.
I don't know what we do without you. You're so fast, correct? Wow.
I will say that the ability for me to type stuff on my computer in front of you while you're testifying has been
How
a
do you-
silver lining of
how do
the
you do it?
Zoom testimony.
Wow, man, you get better every year. I don't know if that's possible. Okay, where are we now? What do we, what's our next step?
We voted.
Well, you have a motion, yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, do I hear a motion to,
Oh, I'm the clerk, but I don't know how to clerk and remotely.
I think I'm the clerk, if I'm not mistaken, Senator Kitchell.
Yeah, you
Oh,
got the
you are?
vote.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Sorry, I didn't want to take that important role away from you. I apologize. Oh, I don't need to worry. I'll let the clerk worry about how to
so
clerk.
this is the, what are we calling this? The miscellaneous changes to
DMV bill.
DMV bill?
I have a record of action document from Jeannie in front of me, and it says the title, "An Act Relating to Miscellaneous Changes to Laws Related to Vehicles."
Okay,
Mhm,
well said. All right, that's who we're voting on.
mhm.
Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Oh,
Okay, motion is by Senator Chittenden and seconded and, okay, we'll do the roll call. Jane?
May I make a clarifying question? Traditionally, is the clerk that makes the motion? Is that what was, okay, so, no?
Clerk reads the roll.
That's
All right. The roll, and I'm going to go in the list that
yeah,
Jeannie
but the
gave.
chair is always last, Senator Chittenden.
Very good. And so I have that in the list. So I see Senator Chittenden first. I vote aye. Senator Ingalls, how do you vote?
Aye.
Senator Kitchell,
Aye.
Senator Perchlik,
Yes.
and Senator Mazza.
yes.
Great. We have 3 ayes and 2 yeses.
Okay, who would like the honor of reporting it? Everybody raised their hand. Wow.
I don't have a problem with reporting it. I'll take one for the team on as far as on that.
All right,
5-0-0. It's
Okay.
highly controversial, Senator Ingalls, I'm sure.
they'll get it all written up for you. Mike Smith will get it all summary, or someone will get it all written up for you, make it short and brief. Usually, DMV,
Well, I actually beg Anthea's assistance and she'll
all right,
take care of it. So
I can prepare a section by section summary, and you can get more information from the DMV to fill in the color.
well, that's good. We had a very, very interesting morning. And I think that's going to, I don't know anything else this morning, but we got a busy morning. We made some progress on towing a little bit, and we'll continue our discussion on that. It certainly needs addressing. I thought that was great testimony this morning. He did a great job of explaining it, Bob, and I thought it was very helpful to bring it up to date. I think Mike agrees with us. Mike Smith would, we can get this behind us, and we won't, over the years, I know as you remember, I had a tower in my district that called me every day for years. And, it was, he had a lot of concerns about towing, and so we're bringing it to a head. It's great. Yeah. Any other
And,
issues? Yep.
yeah, Mike, I need to remember when we're doing the budget or the transmit that we deal with that we do not forget the $40. I'll add that to my list. I'm keeping a list of everything.
And we also got to figure out the money allocated. I mean, that $16,000, that's nothing, what it
You'd
should be.
You'd have to do an appropriation.
Right. I mean, that's,
And,
I mean.
and
that's-
so if we want to raise it from the 40, which they're absorbing as part of their operational budget, inherent in that is figuring out what level you raise it to, what the cost would be,
Okay.
and you'd actually have to do it in
And-
appropriation.
And,
Right.
and it seemed like, Bob had said 125, as a roundabout number as far as with that, but I don't know how deep you guys want to go into that.
Well, I would also have to look at it annually or, from time to time, see what inflationary costs are up or down.
DMV could give us what they think would be, that's all we work with in the budget is estimates. So
Yeah.
if you want to send that to me, Mike, that would be helpful. Then I'll put it in my folder.
So one thing to keep in mind is we just expanded the definition. So we increased the pool of people that will be applying, right? So
Mhm.
the
That's
numbers
right. That's right.
theoretically will go up, and I don't have a good handle on what that
Yeah.
increase would be,
No.
right? And
Well,
that's-
we'll just have to,
Play it by ear, real
But
look
for-
at it next year.
For clarity, just so I make sure that I get you what you're looking for. So you're looking for a recommendation from us as to what we believe it should be?
I'm not asking you to recommend, I know you can't recommend spending, but I would like you to provide an estimate of what you think, if you raised it to 100 or 125, what that additional cost would be.
Okay,
We'll take your salary, Mike, whatever it is.
okay.
Okay, anything else this morning, the committee, before we go off live?
Senator Maz, I do have a question for you.
Yes, go right ahead.
Um, Someone by the name of Michael McShane, he's not the Assistant Attorney General, Michael McShane. He sent you an email regarding Senate Bill 276, which I'm trying to schedule for introduction by Senator McDonald for next week.
Oh, I did see something about that. That's right.
Yes,
What
Mr.
was the bill,
McShane.
Senator McDonald? What did he introduce the bill? I'm sorry, I don't recall.
Is that fee bait?
No, that is a bill of his, but this is about elder driver's license requirements. I don't know what relevance this has, but Mr. McShane says he asked Senator McDonald to write that bill and he agreed. He says, it has to do with the death of my sister-in-law, Brenda Flint. I would like to explain it to the committee. I don't know whether you want to take his testimony.
Well, we'll go through the sponsor of the bill and
Okay.
we'll let him explain it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Are we
Yes.
adjourned? Or are we still online?
you can go off.